This is an instructional video on how to make a propeller using Tinkercad. We're going to start off by changing the name. The propeller really only has a few simple parts to it. It has a central hub and it has a couple blades, and we're going to make those. The blades, we can try a couple different sizes, but I think about 4-ish centimeters by 12 by 1.2-ish should work, and I'm going to go with about 2 millimeters thick. So once I have that, we're going to copy it to make another one. Move that other one over here for the other side. And so this wants to be tilted at an angle. So to tilt it, there we go, 45 degrees should work nicely. And this is important right here. We want to lift it so that a little edge is underneath the work plane right here. All right, we're going to cut this off later, but this little edge sticking out under the bottom, we need that there. All right, let's resize the centerpiece. That looks about right. Now let's go over to the other side. And move this into the central hub. And again, let's tip this the opposite direction as the other one. And again, lifting it up so it has that little piece underneath. All right, so we can zoom around, make sure it looks symmetric. And I think that's pretty good. One other thing we want to do is we want to put a hole in the middle. These dimensions will need to be determined by you, but I'm just going to go with a 2 millimeter by 2 millimeter just for a sample size, and then put that right in the middle. Now we want to make sure that everything is properly centered. So let's select these two things and make sure that they are centered. And then you can select everything and make sure that it is aligned. There we go. Last thing we need to do is we need to cut off these little bottom edges that are sticking out. So we're going to take a big box that spreads out over the entire thing, turn it into a hole, and then we're going to make the entire box along the bottom edge. And then when we group all these things together, that should have cut off the bottom piece. So we have a nice flat little base section right here that the print tray can use as a base to the propeller, and that should be a good print.